Hello aspirants. Congratulations on making it to the GPA process of SIBM Pune for the batch 2015-17. With not much time left before you begin the final leg of your journey to join one of the most prestigious B schools in India, we at the Aspirant Relations team would like to bring to you a series of preparatory videos. In these videos, we'll be interviewing eminent faculty members at our institution to give you an insight as to how you can better prepare for the highly important personal interview or how you can dazzle the evaluators with your writing skills. We hope you come out with flying colors and we hope to see you at our campus soon. Presenting the journey to admissions.
Hello everyone, welcome to Admissions video series. I am Paranta and I am a part of Aspirant Relations team at SIBM Pune. Today we have with us Professor Manasi Phadke. She is a renowned faculty of economics at our college. I am going to ask her a few questions on what she feels like should be the judging criteria as an interviewer. What's the first thing that you will notice about the candidate and the first thing that you notice about his resume?
I think personally that a lot of confidence comes from just having a comfort zone with yourself. So I think in the next 1 week, if you're just preparing yourself to be comfortable in your own skin, just make sure that you know the answers to the stuff that you are good at. Be comfortable with yourself. Ask yourself a lot of deep questions about what do I like, about my fit at SIBM, about the kind of books that I read, about the kind of music that I hear. Ask yourself questions about the politics, the economics. Be comfortable with whatever you know. And I think that comfort will automatically get reflected in the confidence. I would like to see a confident candidate walking in and sitting in front of me. Once he sits down, when we go around to the resume, I'll tell you this, a lot of times we are trained to find out gaps in the resume. So for example, if I find that you've graduated in 2012, but your first job is in 2013, then that gives the blinkers on signal. Then I immediately ask you, okay, so what did you do in that 1 year? And which could be any which thing. I mean, the candidate could tell me very frankly that, well, I took this time off to think about what I need to do next. Whatever it is, if there are gaps in the resume, I think use this time very carefully to plan what you talk about those gaps and have sincerely good answers and frankly have the correct answers, the frank answers, because then you don't have to mask anything too much. Yeah? So I think these are the two things I would look at.
We know that you've been with our institute for the last many years now, and you know what the culture is at SIBM Pune. Given that you have only 25 minutes to judge a candidate, how would you see the person's culturally fit?
Every time I think about SIBM, I think about the word street smart. Yeah, I think our students here are very street smart. So they are quick on the take, which means that one, either you know it, then you are very confident and you talk about it. Two is if you don't know it, then I think the students at SIBM still have a way of, quick thinking and thinking about the issue very quickly and giving me an answer, which may not be totally right, but which could be one, trying to find his way around the right answer, or two, plain humorous, three, plain sassy, four, plain attitude. I think these are the different things that the SIBM students do. So when I look at this candidate and if I am trying to figure out is he a good cultural fit into my particular classroom or no, I think I would like a candidate who firstly knows his answers. If he does not, then he knows how to find a way around it, right? So either he tries to move around it intellectually or with humor or with attitude. All three things work.
If there is one last tip that you want to give to our aspirants, now that there are only 2 weeks to prepare for the interview, what would that be?
My tip for most students at most points in time is read. Read more. Read more deeply, read more broadly. I think they have to know the latest issues with politics and economics. Just to give you an example, President Obama will now head towards India on the 26th of January. Now, given the simple event, there's so much of brouhaha around that event. So, what is he going to be eating? What's going to be the menu like? Will it be Gujarati cuisine or will it be Mexican or whatnot? Which CEOs accompany him? What is the kind of business that will be generated through this event? See, end of the day, the panelists are also going to be reading the same headlines as we move into these 2 weeks. So, it's very important for him or her, the candidate, to understand that my mind, the person who's interviewing you, is going to be working in the same rich fashion and my mind is going to be led by the headlines. So let them prepare really well by reading all the headlines. Let them understand the issues around the headlines. I think the one final tip I could give you is read all your financial dailies very carefully. If you do not know the story, go back to Business Today, Business India, get the story around it. Read and read some more. And after reading, close the book or close the paper, sit down and analyze. Have I understood everything regarding this? And if I have not, then where are the missing links? Because we are trained to smell blood, The moment there's a missing link, we'll make sure we unravel it. So I think if that's all that the candidate does and gets into a good comfort zone with all the current happenings, I think you should.